Action.
Action.
Hi guys, welcome back to Botanical Woman. I'm Christine and this is my partner, Dan.
Wait, I want to say I'm Dan.
Oh, sorry. I'll do that again. Hi guys, welcome back to Botanical Woman. I'm Christine.
And I'm Dan.
We're doing a behind the scenes. We're doing a Botanical Woman behind the scenes.
Yep, that's what this is.
Yep.
Which you know because you clicked on it. So thank you. We appreciate that.
We started making plant videos because Dan and I wanted to work on a project together.
Hello.
As a partnership because we have very different interests overall. And so this was the one thing that we were going to be able to work together and grow together. And so this is how this channel was born. I had zero expectations of where this channel was going to be. The fact that I'm calling it a channel is kind of weird.
Like it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. I still have a very hard time wrapping my head around it because it's like, what is it? I don't really know. We make videos every week. It's like more than a part-time job sometimes. Yeah, it's definitely more than a part-time job. And now, you know, we have almost 10,000 subscribers very soon.
We've made 100 videos.
We've made 100 freaking videos. We've learned so much, none of which was expected or planned. You know, it's just, I guess this is how life goes, which it's been fun. It's been very challenging for me personally. Being in front of the camera still makes me nervous. I still am not able to be myself, which is something I continue to work on. Hi friends, welcome back to Botanical Woman. Hi Boca, how can I help you?
I know she's hungry.
She's hungry?
Maybe.
Oh boy, let's try to do this. Hi friends, welcome back to Botanical Woman.
It's okay.
It makes me much more self-conscious, for sure. Like, oh my god, they're looking at me, sort of thing. And yeah.
Why are you looking at us?
Yeah, so it doesn't make me feel good, but trying to work with that. I think I've gotten better. You guys can be the judge. Hello, welcome to Botanical Woman. Today, I thought it'd be a good idea to share with you, since I was gonna do it anyway, is to drill some holes in some pots. Drilling holes in pots today.
She's definitely gotten better.
That's how Botanical Woman came about, and you know, the whole like getting a logo and getting a brand name, like that was all him. Like I was definitely not taking this very seriously. I was just like, who's gonna watch me talk? Here we are, 100 videos later. But yeah, we definitely didn't even consider another topic because like I love to eat as well. And you know, we didn't think of like making a food channel or anything, or a cooking channel or anything else. Like it was straight to plants.
It was what you were into in the moment.
At the time, yeah.
And it seems like something that we could film relatively easily. And filming in our kitchen would be a challenge, and
we needed a niche.
Yeah, you know, it made sense. Our first video that we didn't actually release was a succulent repot, and I woke up, I like slept in late that day, and
I was already repotting this thing.
Yeah, she's working at the table, and I just grabbed the camera and started filming her. And
I mean, we could have easily made videos about your love for Hearthstone.
Yeah.
So it didn't have to be me. He chose me to be in front of the camera. I'm not sure I was super thrilled about that. But I guess it worked out nicely because I'm not a big behind the scenes tech person either. So I guess I had to wear one of the hats.
Yeah.
I'm not a particularly outward social person. I would say that I'm more of an introvert for sure. More private. I've had that word used to describe me.
Yeah, we both are.
But it's a thing now. People know about it. I get, people recognize me. You're like, I go to plant swaps and they're like, you're so-and-so. I'm like, yep.
And that's the extent of the conversation right there.
I mean, I can talk about plants for hours, but it's just, I don't know, awkward. Like, you're not famous, but you're like, they know you.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. I find that, it's a very private thing too, because it's like, you guys might not think about it this way, but we're inviting you into our house. Do you know how many people have been to our house? Like 3.
I mean, for me, like the creative aspect of it, finding ways of making the content interesting to you has been probably the most rewarding part, because we have really tried to not just make the regular old, educational content, maybe a little dry. Like we look for ways to spice it up, and maybe not every video.
It's draining.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, honestly.
I think we would like to make every video. If we had all the time in the world, I think we would spend more time with a lot of the videos and let the content sit, and then we can revisit it. But because we're releasing videos every week, and I think a lot of YouTubers feel this way, is because you're cranking these videos out, you don't really have the luxury to spend all the time that you want, and it doesn't really make sense to anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So we're trying to find that balance between making material more interesting and getting it out within a timely manner. I think a lot of times for me, I feel like doing the extra B-roll that we do, which I do enjoy getting because it gives me another way to express my love for the plants through the lens. That's really nice, but that's additional work, and doing that alone is already more time. It's time consuming, and so then trying to do even more after that, we gotta sleep. So it is our creative outlet. At least we try as much as we can within the time constraint that we are allowed. And so one of our first endeavors was the Peduncle Institute.
Brown tips, crispy leaves. Are you getting eaten alive by bugs? If so, you need to stay with us at the Peduncle Institute.
Yeah.
So if you have not seen that video, that is our first crack at being creative.
Yeah, well, I mean, from the very first video we released, the how to make a hanging succulent ball, there's the very creative stylistic choices in that video. Like
that was all Dan. Yeah.
But Peduncle Institute was our attempt at making a completely sort of creative video where there's still educational value to it, but we were imagining that this space here is a plant hospital, basically. And
that's what it felt like at the time.
Yeah, it did. It really did. And so we were playing off of that idea. So plants come here and they get rehabilitated, and this is what they go through. And, I'm still really proud of that video. It didn't perform very well because people didn't know what it was. And
they still don't.
Yeah, people don't watch. You don't click on something if you don't know what it is generally. So we kind of had to scale back our ambitious plans to do things like that at that point and be a little bit more thoughtful about how we're selling these ideas.
So there was the Peduncle Institute, and then the next big thing, was kind of, I think it was kind of like a moment where I was just like, you know what, we could do whatever we want. This is our platform, and as long as we're having fun and we're creating something that we like, I think that's really, hello? That is the most important thing. So yeah, at that point, I was just like, yeah, let's make a music video.
To my beloved Alocasia silver dragon, your intriguing beauty, lighting up my jungle with your silver scale.
And that was really a lot of fun for me personally to make because I do love singing. And I say love, I mean like karaoke drunk. That kind of singing, not professional or anything. But
She's good though.
he's my boyfriend, so he has to say that. But point is, it was a lot of fun for me doing the vocals for that. You know, the song had a nice beat, so that was really cool. I'm not as interested as doing the filming part, but it all came together
Pretty well.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a challenge. It was the first time I'd done something like that. And like the technical aspects of doing a lip sync thing was kind of challenging. But it was a lot of fun, and I would definitely enjoy getting back to something like that again at some point.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because we did write the song together. Yeah.
It actually developed really nicely. Like I wrote a poem, and then she took the poem and sort of transformed it into what it became.
A lot of times that's how we collaborate, is like, I'll make a thing, he'll look at it, he'll change it, and then I'll look at it and I'll change it. So we're all putting pieces of what we want into it. Yeah. So that's worked actually quite nicely.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, our latest Frankenstein creation, it was our short film, and Dan spearheaded that.
The Houseplant Whisperer.
Yeah, so I will let you.
Okay. Well, we wanted to do something for Halloween, and I'd been sort of inspired recently by some short horror films and stuff. So we got this idea to take what is basically our normal video propagation and care, and then, you know, sort of spin it and have it suddenly change. And that's honestly one of my favorite things about how that video turned out, is at the start, you know, it's not that different from what we normally do, except that Christine's not actually telling you about the lipstick plant and how to take care of it. But when she goes outside, it's like the music gets quiet, we're seeing her from really far away, there's darkness creeping in from the corners, like none of those things you've ever seen in any of our videos before. It's like a big tonal shift from what you would expect. So I really liked that. That was really fun and playful. And we shot the whole thing in our building, and it was just the two of us, so it was pretty easy. We were able to do it here and there when we had time during the evenings.
From my perspective, it was, you know, a very nice creative project for Dan, and it was nice to be able to obviously help support and be a part of it. But I definitely do not aspire to be an actress. There were definitely shots that I particularly the shot when I'm telling the plant to go back into the pot, like I had a smirk on my face if you guys didn't notice.
What do you think you're doing? Get back in your pot.
But yeah, it was still really nice, and watching him learn or basically solve all the problems, that was really nice. Like just learning how to do things that we've never done before from a technical perspective was really nice. Like playing with the lighting in the stairwell and in the garbage room, none of which you guys would notice, but like that took a lot of tweaking, and all the sound was designed second by second. So none of the sound that we had recorded originally was actually used for the film. So everything was designed to the T, and that is not me. That is totally him.
When we were first brainstorming ideas for this, we weren't exactly sure what to do for the monster horror stuff. Like, we wanted to make a plant horror film, but we weren't sure how to do it. And we explored some ideas like having the plants talk. Please don't hurt her.
Oh my goodness, I hope she's okay.
And that did not feel particularly good. And we sort of like the idea of a sort of like Gulliver's Travels thing, where Christine gets tripped by some vines and then gets tied down. But again, if she's not talking to the plants, or they're not talking to her, I don't know, it felt like we could end up spending a lot of time trying to make something like that work, and it would still feel really cheap, and I don't know.
Yeah, we're also
Hard to sell.
limited, by our own, whether it's acting skills or technical skills.
Yeah,
So
we're doing all this stuff for the first time, so.
yeah, we're not gonna sell that very well anyway.
So at first I was thinking she would find this plant that's cursed or whatever, and she'd bring it back upstairs, and we would actually end with the plant growing up behind her and then attacking her. And so we wouldn't have to show very much. It's just like monster reveal, it's over, and then, that's it. And that was kind of motivating and encouraging because I was really worried about the plant thing. But the more we worked on it, the more I realized that plants are not very scary. And so we changed it. We decided to have her sort of turn the tables on the plant. So it's not like she's a victim here. And I like it. It feels much more appropriate. And it sort of hints at more going on in this world than, we knew at first. Like, she deals with these plants that can be a little obnoxious and, get out of their pots and run around and stuff. So that was really fun. And I think the shot of the plant crawling back into the pot worked pretty well. I spent a while trying to get that right, not surprisingly.
I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah, me too.
Dan had a lot of doubts throughout the process, and I was just like, it's good. I mean, for someone who's never done anything like this before, it looks really good, and it sounds really good, and it's obviously very well thought out, in my opinion. And
hopefully.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, the 3 minutes, and it wasn't super boring, because I think that's a lot of times, as an amateur filmmaker.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of short films and things that I felt were more than anything slow, and they didn't grab my attention. And so a lot of times, even with our regular videos, I really try to grab people's attention, from the very beginning, and
it's time to give you spec plants of love.
Get you into it. There's so many ways you could be spending your time. We really appreciate it when you take the time to watch something we've watched. So we try to make it entertaining and worth your time.
Overwatering is the leading cause of death among houseplants in the US.
So yeah, 2020 has
It's been a year.
Yeah. I mean, for us, I think it's pushed us to do, or it's allowed us to do things we normally wouldn't have. First of all, I went live, and it was really the pandemic that forced me to do that. And I don't think I would have done that otherwise. Mm-hmm. But I do actually really enjoy it, just because professionally I've done that sort of thing before, speaking live.
She used to be a teacher.
Yes, I used to teach and, doing, board meetings and things like that. So presenting is something that I've worked on. Going live is something I'm really comfortable with. So it'd be nice to do more of that in the future, but not exactly sure how yet. But I definitely think I want to do more live chats in the future. Maybe another music video, I'm not sure. I feel like it's one of those things where I have to be inspired by something, and
that helps a lot.
Having my silver dragon die was definitely traumatic.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential for what the future can hold. We're definitely interested in what you enjoy seeing the most. We really look for those opportunities to be creative, whether it's Christine teleporting or having two Christines talking to each other.
Yeah, those are all his ideas.
Yeah, that stuff's really inspiring to us, so hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. I want to thank everyone for their support, whether you've subscribed or liked our videos or shared it with someone else that who also loves plants. There will obviously be more fish videos coming up because it's my new obsession. I'm also thinking about doing maybe some cooking videos. I really would like to eventually be able to film some episodes with my mom, who lives in New York. So the logistics is a little bit of a problem right now with the pandemic, but maybe once the pandemic is over, we can maybe film something in New York or here in Seattle. So yeah, stay tuned. There's a lot of exciting things happening, and we hope to continue to bring you more entertainment and useful information in the future.
Yeah, well said.
See you next time, guys.
Thanks for watching.